Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is another Dark Horse Brewing beer. This is another one that Andrew sent to me. This is a 7.5% alcohol by volume, and this is called 2 Cream Stout. This is a cream stout that they brew. In the commercial description on this one, it says number 2. This beer is made with milk sugar, which is lactose. That's what us home brewers and the microbrews or the craft brewers use to sweeten up a beer like this. If you just put regular fermentable sugar and grains and all that, the yeast eat all that up. If you add lactose to it, lactose is an unfermentable sugar, so it keeps it sweet. The yeast can't eat the lactose, so that's what makes the milk stouts and the sweeter stouts sweet. It keeps the yeast from eating it and leaves that nice sweetness in the end there, so keeps it from being too bitter. Says here, made with milk sugar, which is lactose, which gives the beer a nice creamy mouthfeel, which mingles with hints of chocolate and roasty flavors. So it's just another way of keeping the beer a little bit more on the sweet side, using lactose during the brewing process, so the yeast can't eat it. So that's what lactose is, and that's how it's used in the brewing process. So, all right, let's go over and go with the food pairings. Since this is a stout, basically what they're saying, it goes with your chocolate and dessert dishes. So this goes with your stronger dishes as well. If you're having a big hearty meal of grilled meat or game or even salmon or something like that, or even after dinner as an aperitif, you can drink this after you've had your meal. So I enjoy drinking some of these with my dinner. I don't usually drink stouts during the day with lunch or anything. And I mean, a lot of people like breakfast stouts with their breakfast. I'm not known to drink beer early in the morning. As much as you might think I drink a lot of beer, I do not. I usually only have 2 or 3 a day, and then I'm done. I'll start off with something light, like a pale, or maybe even some kind of a good lager or pilsner, and then I'll go with an IPA, and then finish up with a porter or a stout, and then I'm usually done. And if I'm having a bad day, I might have a 4th beer, but usually it's only 2 or 3. So that's the highlight. I don't session beers anymore like I used to as a young fella, and I don't drink beer to get drunk. I drink beer for the taste, and that's why I'm into the craft beers. As I've told y'all many times, I drank one of the big 3, Bud Miller Coors. I drank Budweiser just about exclusively for 30 years, and now I just can't hardly stand it now. So it don't have enough taste, and the rice and the corn and the adjuncts they put in it, it just don't do it. Don't blow my hair back, but I won't criticize you if you like that beer. I might suggest some other beers that might have a little bit more taste that's comparable to that style of beer that you're drinking. But if that's what you want to drink, by golly, go ahead and drink it. But I'm going to suggest something that's going to have a little bit better taste or a little bit more taste. That'd be comparable to your beer style. I don't want to be a beer snob, but I want to introduce you to something that's going to have a little bit more flavor to it, and not support those big 3. I don't support the Miller Coors and Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch guys. I just don't do it. They don't need my help. They've got millions of dollars, so they don't need my help. I'm into helping up these smaller guys like the craft beer brewers and stuff. So, with that being said, let's get on with this one, guys. The glassware for this, the pint, becker, the non-neck, tumbler, the mug, the stein, the sidedale. I like to pour my porters and stouts, especially when they get up to this ABV, in the tulip glass, which I'm using the Double glass for this. And being this big of a stout, it's going to cellar for a while. It's almost a 7. It's almost an 8%er, I believe. And I tell you, a 7 point. It says 8% here on Rate Beer. But the bottle says 7.5 on Beer Advocate, and that's what it's got here. So Beer Advocate's got their ducks in a row there. They've got the right ABV on this one. So don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. I do notice it's got a heavy sediment layer in the bottom of this one, and they do date their beers, but they use a black digitized writing, and it is almost virtually impossible to see with the beer in the bottle. So we'll take a closer look at that and see what dating is on it when we come back for the final chug. So off with the cap. And once again, while I'm pouring this, I will say thanks again to Andrew for sending these beers to me. I do appreciate it, sir. Let's go down the center and see if we can generate a head. And like I said, it did look like it had a heavy sediment layer in the bottom. So this is a chilled bottle. It's right out of the fridge, so I'd say most of that's going to stay in the bottom, which it does. And it's got a nice thick layer on the bottom. And some people might say, well, you ought to pour that in there. Just as soon leave all that yeast and stuff in the bottom of the bottle. That's just my preference. If you like it, pour it in there, by golly. Alright, over into the light. Let me get my hand out of the way. It is not... Yeah, it is too. Now that I got that clock behind me there. It's putting off that red tint. Sometimes it looks like I'm getting a red tint through there, and I'm not. It is pretty dark. It is a dark black. I'm not getting any light, not around the outside of the edges or anything. Getting a red reflection off the clock back there. So looks pretty good in the glass. And it didn't pour a monster head, and basically it's just covering the top of the beer now. So let's get a nose on it. Oh yes, nice roasted malt, and I can smell the sweetness of the lactose that they've used in there. It's got a nice sweet smell to it. Not bitter at all, in the nose anyway. Chocolate, a little bit of coffee in there. Smells, the aroma is wonderful on this. Dark Horse Brewing has got it going on. I have not had a bad beer from these guys. They definitely got it going on. Wish I could get those beers here. I really, really do. And they're out of Marshall, Michigan. Wow. Awesome smell, guys. Chocolate, roasted malt, coffee. Maybe a little molasses in there even. Wow. Let's dig in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Andrew. Thank you, brother. Oh, yeah. No alcohol in the smell. No alcohol in the taste. Very well made beer. Wow. This is so easy drinking. This could get you in trouble. 7.5%, no alcohol. You could probably sit down and session 2 or 3 or 4 of these. Then you got your buzz going on, no doubt by then. Very easy drinking. You could drink this for breakfast like a Founder's Breakfast Stout. You really, really could. Very smooth. Wow. It's incredible. It is very, very nice. This is definitely an A beer, guys. And it's cold. It's right out of the fridge at 40 degrees. It's just going to get better as it warms up to room temperature if I don't drink it all here in front of you. Wow. Delicious. I'm going to sip on this. I'm going to fire up a cigar with this one, guys. Stick around. I'll be right back and we'll do the final chug on this. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left. I looked on the bottle and it's got some kind of coating on it. It's got 295-13 on there. And if I was to take a guess, I would say that's probably the 200 and 95th day of 2013. I don't know, some of you guys may know what that code means. I did not go to the website to try to figure it out. I thought they did a month, day, and a year dating on their bottles, but this one does not. It has 295-13, so that would be my guess. It's the 295th day of 2013 is when this was put in the bottle. So I did like this beer. It's very tasty. It's got a nice sweet taste from the lactose, chocolate, roasted malt, caramel, molasses, coffee. Very delicious. Let's do the final chug. Wow. Very delicious. Very, very delicious, guys. I would have to give this a 9 out of 10 also. They've attempted to put a date on there. If you know what the dating is, you might put some comments in there, but my uneducated guess is the 295th day of the year of 2013. So, very delicious though. It's an awesome beer. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10, guys. It's pretty tasty. It's definitely worth picking up if you get your hands on this and you like a milk stout or a cream stout. Still no alcohol taste in it now that it's warmed up. It's very delicious. Like I said, you could probably drink this for breakfast if you're a Founder's breakfast stout kind of guy and like to drink this stuff early in the morning. It's very smooth, very easy drinking. I'm not getting the alcohol taste in it being a 7.5%er. So let's see what everybody else thinks. Let's go over to Beer Advocate says 88, which is in the very good range. I think that number is considerably lower than what I would give it. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, I would give it a 96, between a 96 and a 98. To me, it's that good, it's that tasty. So let's go over to Rate Beer. And Rate Beer is about in line with where I've got. They've got 98 overall and 98 in the style, and that's exactly where I would probably put it, guys. So let me know what you think of this one. If you've had it, give me some comments back on this one, guys. I liked it. I did enjoy it. So Andrew, thanks again, guy, for sending me this beer and the other ones in there. So far, I've enjoyed everything you've sent. So thanks again, brother. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and